Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make this kind of fall, dewy, really mauve look. If you don't have these palettes, then you can just use what you do have at your house. You can use any of the similar colors to make this look. It's just I'm using some of my favorite palettes / some of my favorite foundations to get this very dewy fall vibe going on here. So before we get into it, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I put on new videos every week. I respond to your comments. So if you want to see more tutorials, definitely let me know. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So we're starting out with the favorite moisturizer. I'm using the Jafra Royal Jelly Longevity Balm. Really great for oily skin. Keeps the skin really nice, hydrated, and at the same time matte. So this is great stuff. Next I'm going in with the Dr. Brandt Pores No More to really prime and lock in everything, get it ready for the foundation. I'm going in with the Jafra Royal Jelly foundation in the shade Nude. This shade is one shade lighter than mine. I transitioned to my winter shade a little early, but one coat of this will give you a solid medium coverage if you're very hyperpigmented like I am, or if you have very little skin problems to no skin problems. This will cover up any like slight redness or just anything you got. It's a really nice dewy foundation. I'm finding that dewy foundations are really in, so that's why I'm using this one for this particular look. And if you have skin problems like I do, it's a good idea to maybe go in with a second coat where you have those problems. And I'm just using a beauty blender to buff it in. Eyebrows! Alright, so I did my eyebrows off camera. That one was a little sparse, but we got it taken care of. So I'm going to use the Modern Renaissance palette. You can use any palette that you have with similar shades, but I'm going to use a golden shade in this palette, the one that is on the top. And we are just going to use that to go ahead and give us the first kind of transition color in the crease. Next we're going to use Realgar. It is the orange shade, and we are just going to concentrate that on the outside and kind of brush it in. So concentrate on the outside and then brush it in to give us a nice little dimension of color on our creases. And we want to buff outwards to give that smoky look. Next I'm going in with red ochre, and I'm going to go ahead and concentrate that on the bone of the crease to really give that a very defined dimension of color. And we're also going to pack that onto the V. So next I'm just going to go in with this compact brush and go in with Cypress Umber to pack that onto the lid. Tap away any excess and just begin to pat that on to the parts that do not have any shadow on it yet. And this will create a nice smoky look that you're aiming to get. We're also wanting to whisk the color outside into the V. And we're going to take a nice fluffy brush and just kind of work that up into the color. That will create the shadow and the effect that we want. For our inner corners, I'm going in with Primavera with just a very nice compact brush from my Jafra Pro Kit. Now I'm going to define my eyes with Fine Line from Sephora. It is an eyeliner that is a really precise liner, and it dries matte, unlike the Kat Von D Trooper, and it's like $12. So it's one of my new faves. We'll see if it stays in my favorites, but yeah. Exposed. That didn't happen. So we're finishing up lining up our eyes, just gonna make it as neat as possible, and we can always clean it up later. Next we're going to take the shade Tempera and highlight our brow bones. And I didn't show this, but I took a highlighter and I'm just highlighting this area with it. So that's additional. And to take care of any extra fallout, I use Caudalie Reservoir Lift, and it's just a really nice and moisturizing serum that gets my skin all nice and prepped for my under eye concealer. I'm using the Tarte Maracuja, and this is just a really nice moisturizing concealer. I really have a lot of lines under my eyes, and during the winter it can get pretty crackly. So I use this during the winter. It is quite dewy, so I just rub it in with my fingers and take it all the way down to create the V, and just kind of perfect it with the Beauty Blender. So I'm going in with the White Souffle Highlighter Corrector Facial Luminoso by Jafra, and I'm just going to put those little dots and line where I would highlight. So where I'm going to highlight and where the light naturally hits my face. Next I'm going in with the Kat Von D Translucent Locket Powder, and I'm just going to go ahead and bake. Gonna put it on my line and my under eyes to keep from creasing. Now I'm going in with my Anastasia contour kit. Sorry, it's a little dirty, but I'm gonna use the shade Havana to carve me out some features. I'm just going in with the Real Technique contouring brush, and I'm gonna go ahead and just carve out the little place in a circular motion. I'm gonna go ahead and warm up my forehead, and I'm gonna take a precise contour brush and contour my nose. I love nose contouring, guys. It's absolutely life-changing. Next I'm gonna go ahead and take that jawline and soften it up. So with the same shade still, using that Havana and making that jaw look as dainty as can be, y'all. Next I'm going to go in with the Jafra Sculpting Bronze Soleil Duo, and I'm going to take the lighter shade to warm up and kind of create that nice little ombre effect into my now carved out features. See the difference? It's quite pretty. It's one of my favorites, and it just looks so natural and so pretty, and it kind of fixes the problem I had earlier with the lighter shade of foundation. And now I'm just using the powder brush from the Pro Kit to whisk away any translucent powder that's left underneath my eyes. And I'm taking this blush that is actually a cream formula, but for some reason it turns to powder on the cheeks, and it really just goes together with this nice dewy look that I'm going for. Now I'm just going to go ahead and clean up the contour by adding some translucent powder in these areas and putting whatever is left in the areas that tend to get oily. And I'm just taking that away with the Real Technique brush that I was using earlier, all nice and clean. So now I'm just taking Antique Bronze and I'm packing it on with a very condensed brush right underneath my waterline to create a nice wide-eyed look. This will really open up the eyes. And I'm just going to take warm taupe and fan it out with a fluffier brush. I'm just going to take my favorite mascara, which is Roller Lash from Benefit, and I'm really just going to accentuate those eyelashes and push them up because I don't like curling them. Now the MAC Prep and Prime to set everything down. So what is life without setting spray? And this Nutcracker Collection highlight to just highlight those cheeks and really just make this look extra dewy, extra pretty. And you don't have to pack on the highlight like I do, but I love packing on that highlight. to make this look so pretty and just put it everywhere where the light would naturally hit your face. Next I'm going to take Rockstar by Jordana. It's like a $3 pencil from Walgreens, and I'm going to line my lips. And I'm going to take this very fall color called Twig by MAC and finish off the look. And that's it. That's the finishing look. I will put all the products I use down below. Thanks for watching. And that's it. So this is a finishing look. It's just really dewy, really nice. Perfect for just any nice occasions you have in the fall. I really love this color. It's like a fall nude, which I was looking for, and Dillard's had their like 20% off sale if you spend $100. So of course I got me some stuff, including this little guy that you saw me use the highlight of, and just their normal collection lipstick. Unfortunately, this isn't in their permanent collection, so I had to snag that up. This is one of my favorite fall looks. It is a little extensive, but you guys can always just use your own products. Just use what you got in your own little arsenal of makeup. If you want to see more tutorials, definitely leave comments down below. I'd love to do them. So happy you guys stopped by to watch this video. I'll see you next time. Bye!